Volunteer public service. As an extension of ParkHouston, you are making a commitment to serve the citizens of Houston. Our motto at ParkHouston is customer-friendly service at all times. When you begin your service in the volunteer program, you must remember that your safety is our priority. Please try to avoid confrontation at all times. If someone is in the car, it is okay to walk away and not issue the citation. We will get them the next time. Yes, it's important to stop the violations, but your safety is also very important to us. These days, we just do not know what reaction to expect when someone is angry about a parking citation. You are a representative for the city of Houston. Just like a city employee is required to respect and serve the public, you must be prepared to do the same. If a police officer gives you a direction, as a volunteer, you are expected to comply with that direction. This includes deputies and constables also. If you feel their behavior was inappropriate, please contact the program coordinator to discuss your options to address this issue. Keep your focus on protecting the rights of the disabled community to work, live, and play. This is not a program to fulfill your law enforcement fantasies or exercise authoritarian control over the public. You are here to serve. You will find many people in the community that appreciate your service, but it will be rare that you find someone that you just issued a citation will appreciate it. So always stay professional. Your first defense is to avoid confrontation. If someone is sitting in a car, do not approach it. You may not be able to issue the citation. You may be able to issue the citation when they go into the store. If they drive off before you can enter the citation, before you can complete the citation, that's okay. Your safety is important, more important than one citation. If you do encounter someone, you must be prepared to deal with an irate citizen. Listen and remain calm. Answer their questions in a courteous manner and respectful manner. Maintain your personal control. Do not let their behavior influence your behavior. Please address their concerns and let them know that the answers to their questions are on the reverse side of the citation. It provides clear instructions on how to dispute the citation or how to contact ParkHouston. It's important to always maintain emotional control because by the time the story gets to our office, it will be exaggerated by 10 times. I promise you. Here's some more tips on how to avoid confrontation. If you do encounter a citizen, remain calm. Listen and answer their questions. They may show you a placard and ask you to take the citation back. You can let them know that you cannot take the citation back, but the information on how to dispute the citation is on the back. This citation is an official legal document. If you take it back, it is considered that you are rendering a legal decision, and we do not have the authority to do that. Do not try to engage in an argument or accuse them of bad behavior. A good citation with a $500 fine speaks for itself, and this is enough punishment. Let them know that all the information they need is on the reverse side of the citation and calmly walk away. If they ask for my contact information, please feel free to share it. So remember, always avoid confrontation. You avoid approaching occupied vehicles, actively listen, take a deep breath before you start speaking. Don't match your tone, do not use sarcasm, and calmly walk away when it's appropriate. There will be times due to a dark window tint that you do not realize someone is in the car until you come around the front to take your picture. If someone is in the car, show them your badge and explain the car must have a valid disabled parking placard to park in a marked disabled parking space for any amount of time. They may try to argue or justify why they're legally parked. You can just nod and explain that ADA parking spaces are reserved at all times for cars with valid placards or plates. If you have not written a citation when it is appropriate, calmly walk away. If you have written a citation, let them know you are required to place it on the windshield. If they do not want you to do that, write that comment on the citation. So when you come across an occupied vehicle, display your badge, let them know you have to have a placard to park in this parking space, and then calmly walk away when it's appropriate. Another instance that could occur is that you are placing the citation on the windshield and the driver walks out. First thing, the most important thing to do is to observe their attitude. If they appear calm and friendly, then proceed to place the citation on the windshield. If they seem aggressive or upset, please walk away and make a note on the citation. This applies only if you've already taken all your pictures and completed the citation. It's not acceptable to take pictures from a distance after the fact without making an attempt to place a citation on the windshield. If someone instructs you not to touch their vehicle, tell them you are required by ordinance to place a citation on the windshield and you cannot hand the citation directly to them. If they still say, "Do not touch my car," you can write that comment on the citation if they do not allow you to place it on their vehicle. It's important it's important for us to emphasize that the citation on the windshield is the first notice that a fine is due to the City of Houston. The 30-day clock begins the day that the citation is issued. If the citation is not paid within 30 days or dismissed, a $100 delinquent fine is added to the amount due to the citation. And the car is also added to the bootable vehicle list. It could take up to 2 or more weeks for a notice to be mailed, for someone to receive their notice in the mail. So it's very important that we do our due diligence to place a citation on the windshield. If you do not feel comfortable doing this, or we observe a consistent pattern of citations not being placed on a windshield, you will not be able to issue official parking citations. But we do appreciate your help in passing out warning cards if you make a choice to do this. Placing the citation on the windshield is vital in providing the citizens the proper notice and giving them their right to a hearing. So to reiterate, citations must always be placed on the windshield. Inform them by ordinance. It must be placed on the windshield. If they say don't touch their vehicle, don't touch their vehicle. Make a note on the citation. Information on how to pay the citation is on the reverse side. Instructions on how to dispute the citation are on the reverse side. If you observe the citation being torn up or thrown on the ground, add that comment to your copy of the citation. Write drive-offs in the notes section. Sometimes people see you and they'll jump in the car and drive off, so you won't have the opportunity to place it on the windshield, and you can make that comment on the citation. But providing windshield notice is very important, so always try to do that as much as possible. Now, here are some additional tips on how to diffuse difficult situations. Be an active listener. When someone is speaking to you, make eye contact. Nod your head as you're acknowledging what they're saying. Watch your body language. Make sure that you don't look like you're distracted or you're looking around at other places, but show that you're engaged and actively listening. When you respond with empathy. People do make mistakes. They may thought it was okay to just park and run in the store for a few minutes. So, give them the benefit of the doubt. When you do respond with respect. Remember, you are acting as a public servant and you are there to protect the parking rights of the disabled community, not to prove a point. Do not make personal attacks. Do not say you should not have done this, or you knew that it was illegal for you to park here. Just discuss the parking violations and how they can pay it or how they can dispute it. Stay focused on the issue at hand. They do not need to know that somebody violates this parking space every day, and that you're catching people every day of the week violating this parking space. Or, as I said earlier, the $500 fine is a severe punishment, and it speaks for itself. If they ask for my contact information, please feel free to give it to them. Try to be as cooperative as possible. And, imagine if you were a security guard on duty and you saw a plainclothes individual looking into windshields. It would not be unusual for you to walk up to that person and ask them what they are doing. So it's not unusual for a security guard or a police officer to approach you and ask you what you're doing. Their natural instinct is to think that you are looking for a car to burglarize. So if an officer approaches you and asks for your ID, please comply. Show your badge if you have it on, or provide your Texas ID if they're an official police officer, constable, or deputy. And they can also contact me. If you give them my number, they can call me to verify your status. But choosing not to comply is not an option. If you feel that if their behavior was inappropriate in any way, please don't hesitate to contact me, and we'll discuss the options that you have to address this issue. But it's very important to comply with all peace officers. They are literally our partners in preventing disabled parking abuse. Now we will discuss volunteer safety and conduct.